who isn't terribly familiar with me, my name is Heidi Owens. I am stepping in as Galactic Mistress. I said that earlier today. I use she, her pronouns, and we are going to be running our way through Clone Batch Catastrophe. So as we open up, you all, the four of you, are currently aboard a spaceship that is just in the midst of popping out of the drift. It's a pretty standard spaceship. I don't know if it's yours per se because you're Starfinders. They probably just put you on it, gave you tickets to out here to the boonies of Salvation's End, which is just this. I don't know how much you all know about Salvation's End, but it is it's a tiny little pseudo moon that orbits a backworld planet that wanted access to drift travel because they didn't have it. They're out here in the vast, and they decided to sell Salvation's End and the scientific mysteries inside to the highest bidder. And the Starfinders said, "Ooh, gimme." And it's been a source of adventure as many Starfinders have gone in to explore the moon itself. It seems like it's filled with an almost endless number of vaults in which almost anything could happen. And you all spot it. If you look at the roll 20, the image there is this moon. It looks like it's got an engine that's propelling it.
Sweet.
That is wild.
It's when I say pseudo moon, I do actually think I mean spaceship that just looks like a moon. I'm frozen again. Okay. Is my audio at least still coming through?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, can definitely still hear you.
That looks like a big
I'll settle for
giant
being frozen.
wheel spaceship just crashed right into the surface.
Yeah,
I mean, really,
it does
though,
look like that.
Really does.
Yeah,
it's
that
kind of
is
fascinating.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Like, and okay, sweet. Okay, seems like we're doing fine as far as audio and video lag is concerned.
Awesome.
From the Twitch. This place is. I actually would love to run some more games in here beyond just this one because let me tell you, reading about it, I found myself just like, oh, okay, this is fascinating. But as you approach, you come into land. There does appear to be a docking bay. You fly into what just looks like a cavern on this moon and asteroid, and the captain on the ship, says, prepare for docking, and after a few minutes, you all gather your things and are stepping your way out of the ship into a large sort of entrance causeway. You walk down through it. Your boots clacking on the metal of the walkway, and you enter into a big waiting room, much like if you were, for instance, walking into an airport. And in this room, you walk into a cheer erupting from a tightly packed group of gnolls and yetis huddled around a vid screen, which you can see seems to be airing a recording of a Brutaris match. And the abrupt noise settles into a persistent murmur as various gnolls and yetis are like talking amongst one another, backseat coaching, boasting. Before you notice, a lithe drow with blonde hair walk out. He's got a megaphone in one hand, and he lifts it up and he says, break's over in 10. If you tell me what happened before I get to watch it, I'll eject you all into space.
That tracks. That sounds about right.
He both Vash's and Kodiak's hands, one much lower than the other because the uplifted bear is, I imagine, taller than the Sheeran Mystic.
Oh yes, for sure.
Oh, by a lot. I imagine.
And welcome to Salvation's End, Bara. I believe you said your name was. I didn't catch yours. Is that Vash? Am I getting that right?
Vash projects into his mind just like a general feeling of like approval, warmth. Yes.
Good. Always disconcerting that, but I appreciate the sentiment.
At this point, Tovan is going to take off their sunglasses. They were just checking their cell phone, right? And kind of wades in kind of like a parting of the Red Sea, just barely noticing that they like have arrived and is expecting, fans. And when he doesn't see like a reception, it's like, so this is the place. It looks great. It looks great. Hello. Tovan
Yes,
Kev, of course you've heard of me. How are you? A big old excited handshake.
Kanoris reaches out and takes your hand and clasps it between his two hands. Good to meet you as well, Tovan. I apologize if you were expecting more of a reception based off of your appearance, but our group here tends to be really interested in just sports. You look more like an artist,
one of them,
perhaps.
Them freely artist types.
Say no more. Goes back to checking their phone. Just
Flower, by the way. Nice
Flower.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Flower. How tall is Flower?
Flower is only like 5'6", I think.
Okay, so normal, like an average height, not overly large.
No, Starfinder are actually not. Usually like 6 foot is the cap, although I could probably make them larger. With some flexibility. Oh, my voice. Ooh.
So, can't say. Sorry, I'm used to shaking hands. Is there? Good to meet you. And Kovara's not quite sure how to shake the hand of Espathine. Does just decide to wave, and so
That's awkward.
They definitely reach out with one of their big, like, arms and form it into a hand. Just several of the orchid mantises form into an approximation of a hand and grip around his, and it is very unsettling.
Oh, this is a strange feeling. I can't say I've ever met a Spathine before, to be honest. I've lived a long time. Wow. This is, I love new experiences. Speaking of new experiences,
he is the most positive drow I think I've ever encountered. But I think Vash sort of rudely interrupts the venture captain's awkward rambling with like, what can you tell us about this place? They're projecting it into like literally every mind around them. It's very indiscriminate. It is very excited, Sheeran yelling. What can you tell us about this place? This is so much more than I was expecting. There's people here. What's going on?
Yes, of course. Follow me. We'll talk about this in my in my office. And he leads you through the hallways and just down to his office. And We're actually like, you see it's this kind of neatly arranged. He's got a couple shelves of books, and he takes a seat in the rolly chair, and he's got his computer right in front of him. And well, it's always nice to see a new batch of explorers. In fact, it's been a while since our vaults have opened up, and I was starting to worry that Ahu might forget about us. Reaching out, he touches the screen on the computer and traces a line on one of the maps appearing there. Starts initially at a box labeled Lodge, which you all would know as Starfinders, that you are currently inside of the Salvation's End Starfinder Lodge. The path he takes goes through a short tunnel network to a circle of blue ink outside an unmarked vault. Okay, this place. You must be pretty green. Is that? Sorry, you must be pretty new. I almost mistook you for a Kizar. But seriously, this is Salvation's End, a false moon filled with countless vaults that runs inscrutable tests on the vault's inhabitants. I hoped you would know that we Starfinders have exclusive exploration rights to this place. But all we've found thus far is that some kind of guiding intelligence directs all the vault experiments. Still no luck making contact with it, but believe me, we've tried.
Ooh, what sorts of experiments?
Well, it's hard to say what their purpose is, but some of the previous vaults have been people reliving. Well, let's see. One of the most interesting was that we found a bunch of dwarves reliving the quest for Sky on Lost Galarian, albeit with more robots and space goblins than the histories describe.
Oh.
Those gnolls and yetis you saw out there came from a swamp biome where they were jockeying for control. Most of them work here now. There was even one that contained a fictional future of the Pact Worlds. But that simulation was attacked by another vault inhabitant that apparently went rogue. A more senior team than you all are dealt with those hostiles a couple months back. Since then, and until now, Salvation's End has been pretty quiet. So
you found something new.
Yes, in fact, this area here, and he taps again on the circle on the map. This is where a ceiling hatch unlocked a couple days ago. We haven't tried getting inside yet, and the signals coming from the outer computer interface were corrupted. Not encrypted, mind you. Like the rest of the signals we've intercepted from this place is guiding intelligence. Corrupted. I had to restart my computer when I tried to run a diagnostics because it kept opening duplicate windows. Unfortunately, even with this vault opening, we're still no closer to figuring out why this intelligence does what it does. This latest vault opening might be a fluke or by intelligent design. Either way, it's a shot for us to get some new intel. My assistant Kashti can take you to the unlocked hatch, where you're being tasked to explore the vault, take any data on its residents, and try to ascertain its purpose. Every vault that our agents have entered so far has been some sort of simulated social experiment, whether historical, speculative, or just plain weird. I have no reason to think this one will be any different. Keep your wits about you and play nice with whatever's in there until you can get a read on things. Feel free to hit up the commissary before you leave if you need anything. Do you have any further questions for me?
I've been making a list of questions this whole time.
Okay.
Did you say that more senior teams have gone out and we're not? I don't think we're designed for combat, so You said this is okay for a cultural attaché unit?
He pauses for a moment, considering. Hand on his chin.
Such a large creature, Bara is shrinking like a flower, not like flower.
Oh, so cute.
Person next to me.
So I can't say for sure what's inside this one. Other teams have handled other interesting things. Nothing violent has come out, but then again, oftentimes things don't seem to come out of the vaults. But this one, I hope that you all are fine. You at least have weapons, right? In case you are attacked.
Vash
Flower
pats
pulls
their
out
stun
3. Oh, good. Flower pulls out 3 weapons.
Just like out of their like the wriggling mass of their body, or
Yes.
are they wearing clothes?
They are wearing, so this is the funny thing. They are wearing a second skin, but it's not, I mean, that doesn't really preclude them from reaching within the wriggling mass of their body. Like they can still sort of shift around until the arms go in and come back out and pull out. On the left side, on the left side they're holding a sniper rifle, and on the right side they're holding a laser pistol and a knife.
Incredible.
Well, at least one of you can fight, so I think you should be fine.
I think this group is the best equipped for an exclusive. You said it would be the first entry.
Yes, you are the first team entering this new vault.
We've got this.
I like your confidence.
Like, oh, I think it'll be great.
Vash nudges Tovan with their elbow. I hope it's a really weird one.
The weirder, the better.
Absolutely. Think of the stories they'll write about you.
I could write a few of my own.
Uh-huh.
His hands, rubbing his hands together like a villain.
Well, it sounds like you all have the right attitude. Since there's no telling what you'll encounter, I would think it's pretty fun. Whatever odd situation you walk into, you need to play along until you can gather more information or ascertain any threats. All I know is that the vault dwellers usually don't know they're in a simulation, so tread lightly and be ready for anything.
We'll be gentle, very gentle.
Good. Now get out of here. I need to watch my Brutaris match. He waves you away, and Kashti, a female gnoll, leads you to a hovercraft, and which I imagine is pretty fine. Buckles a little bit under the weight of the uplifted bear, kind of stepping onto it.
Oh, excuse me.
It's fine. And Kashti doesn't say much. She just presses a few buttons, and the hovercraft hums to life and whisks you all down a tunnel of interlocking metal pipes, wires, and screens. Eventually, you stop at a dead end where a foot-wide screen flashes and repeatedly runs the same processing code. Expertly, she reaches up to a ceiling cover fitted with a twist-open handle and cranks it until it swings open, revealing a narrow vent with a metal ladder set into the side.
Okay.
Pulls down the ladder and gestures up. If you all are ready.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I'll go first.
All right, but I love Vash.
You just see their many compound eyes just gleaming up at the ladder, just looking at this like potential adventure, new people to meet. They love playing along. And they start going up the ladder.
All right. Vash leads the way. After a while, you climbing through this almost. I equate it to the Star Trek Jeffries tubes in my mind, where it's just very tight, confined, and you've pretty much just got the ladder. You reach a 6-way intersection with 2 accessible portals, the one you climbed through, and a maintenance corridor with its door stuck open. There are other doors here. If you would like to check them out, you can. It would require an engineering check to disable the locks.
Oh,
Angel, were you saying something? I thought that I heard you.
Oh no, but since I'm queued up, Tovan's gonna switch from his travel gloves to his ladder climbing gloves. So glad
oh
that
my
I brought him
god.
with me.
I'm sorry. Ladder climbing
Yes.
gloves? Excuse me?
They're special gloves for climbing ladders.
Mm.
They differ from travel gloves, which are for traveling. Obs.
My god.
Duh.
They protect your hands. They keep your hands moisturized.
Nobody on this wrestling planet could appreciate it.
These tubes are Bara's worst nightmare. I mean, I literally have on my character sheet
Yeah.
that it says, what is it? Oh, I have it think. Oh, tight fit. While squeezing, don't gain entangled, and only -5 foot to speed. But he is hating this.
Oh
This is
no!
Oh.
Is there more room open ahead? I can't. Oh,
Sure. Yeah, yep, I think so. Eventually, gotta be, right?
I can't come soon enough.
I'm sure we'll get somewhere a little wider soon, sweetie.
Oh, thank you so much, Flower.
Flower pats Bar with one of their bug hands. I can't get over.
Bara is staring at where you're touching him through his sunglasses, and if he could sweat visibly, he would be sweating visibly. And he just goes,
Oh, me too.
Oh boy.
So,
Okay.
do you want to would any of you like to attempt to open any of the locked doors, or shall you go through the one stuck open maintenance hatch door?
Do any of us have a decent engineering
I have plus
skill?
10.
You have plus 10? I mean, then I think Bara
Wow.
should try to open one of these doors.
Oh, and of course Bara is at the end, so now it's
Oh, excuse me. I need to get past. I think
Flower-
if you squeeze through my legs, or Flower, if you disentangle yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm going to squish past. Oh, I'm so sorry, Vash. I think I hit your antenna. Okay, I can reach the data pad.
and Bara rolls an 18 total.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough. Bara fiddles with the locks a little bit and is unable to get the hatch to open.
I think my paws are too big for this data stand. I'm so sorry.
He's just like mashing it with his paws.
Well, since your paws are a little too big, why don't I try a little more finesse? I can get some of my little buddies, my little selves.
Yes, that's
You're great at
normal.
squeezing in tight places. If you can just
Exactly.
detach part of your body.
Okay, we do not detach. Excuse you. How dare you? We do not.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I did not mean to
Extend.
offend.
And you extend.
We extend. We are flat
Gotcha.
against the wall, but we. I have not. I've been misspeaking, but I've been saying me and stuff. But we.
Uh-huh.
We go over and extend a very thin mantis hand, and we get a 26.
Oh,
All right, with the 26, you are actually able to work the locks a little bit better than Bara is. Flower, just either luckier or more skilled. Who's to say? You do disable the lock on one of them if you take your time and want to open all of them. They each lead to dead-end passages. It seems like, for right now, the only way forward is through the maintenance hatch corridor with the door stuck open.
Well, that's so disappointing.
Is there
Let's go
anything
forward, I
here?
guess.
Should we at least inspect the dead ends?
Yeah, that might be for the best. Why don't
Yeah,
I
is there
sneak on over there?
Anything of worth?
Sure.
Try to peer
the
around
left-
Bara's big caboose. Beautiful big caboose, obviously.
He moves his caboose and somehow
Clearly.
makes it puts it more in the way.
This is like one of those puzzles where you put everyone in one of the 6 different passageways, and anytime like you want to move, you have like one person move to the center, and
Oh no.
No, I hate
Not
those. It's like
that.
it's the bane of my existence, I swear.
No.
Trying to get a
Heidi.
car out for some reason. It's always a car.
Uh-huh.
yep.
I can't do this.
So, I will go ahead and say you take a second to explore and examine. I'm not even going to have you roll a perception or anything. You do not find anything of interest in the dead ends. They do seem to be, for the moment, to be dead ends. They could be interesting adventures in the future, but not
Not
just yet.
today.
Not today.
Vash's mandibles are clicking in abject disappointment that this is how their grand adventure has started. Nothing. They move on down the hallway.
Moving down the hallway, leading the pack is the mystic Vash. Sheeran's little claws scuttling along, click, 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 along the floor. And the open corridor ends in a short stairway that leads up to a hatch, emitting some muffled music from the other side.
Oh.
Ooh.
It
What
is
kind of music? Or is it just muffled enough not to be able to be picked up?
it's still just a little bit too muffled, but Tovan will certainly get some enjoyment out of it on the other side. As you lead the way, Vash going in first, I imagine that Bara has to squeeze a little bit through the hatch, and
yes.
Tovan and Flower push him, have to kind of Winnie the Pooh him through the hatch.
Yes.
We have you,
And-
Boo Boo. Don't worry.
Well,
If you
Vash
wrap
like
it with
pull
something
from the
saying
other
that.
side.
Yeah.
Push.
Clearly, they weren't
I'm
considering.
so sorry.
Incredible.
Shouldn't
And
have eaten those 5 meals.
and after a couple of minutes, you're able to. Everyone is now inside of the vault itself. You spot in this room that you have entered a 3-bulb brass chandelier, illuminating the room beyond the hatch. Its light amplifies the tint of the yellow checkered wallpaper covering the walls. The room features several pieces of faux wood furniture, bookcases haphazardly packed with comic compilations, board games, and sports almanacs. A desk is strewn with sketches of roof shingle designs and an incomplete jigsaw puzzle. There is even a workbench displaying action figures and little miniatures surrounded by painting and craft supplies. The sound of an a cappella choir singing a retro up-tempo tune emanates from a corridor opposite the entrance.
Ooh, this is not what I was thinking at all. That's exciting.
Well, what in the heck?
This is cozy.
And wood. This person has class.
I want to point out this picture is far nicer than the room actually is.
Oh.
It is supposed to be very tacky. I couldn't
You
find
know,
anything that
boss.
worked as nicely as this one did, though. For
Well,
what I was trying.
I mean, because Heidi, this is downright tasteful. This
Yeah.
this photo that you've shared.
I looked for
I
like
wanna see
tacky
that.
tacky room designs and could not find anything that worked half as well, like as this tastefully decorated room. Like,
But good. Thank you for the clarification then that we're not looking for people with taste or style
yeah.
in here.
Do you explore this room at all? Do you take a look at anything? Listen to see if you recognize the songs?
Yeah, I'll listen to
yeah.
the song.
Okay. If you want to, you have a profession for that, right?
Yes, I have artist, dancer, musician, poet, and writer. I can roll any one of those bad boys.
Go ahead and give me profession artist. I think that would qualify as well.
All right. Clickety clack. That was, that's a low roll, but 21.
21.
Nice.
So you don't recognize the song. You do recognize that it seems to be there seem to be like 5 voices in particular on there. Or maybe probably just someone like singing all the pieces by themselves. Just like, because it sounds like there's just like 5 layered versions of the same voice. You don't recognize the song. It's a nice tenor. Just I would sing, except you don't want that.
What do you want, Heidi? What do you want it to sound like?
I
Imagine like a church choir from like yeah. I think that's accurate.
Nice. I mean, you did say it was an upbeat tempo, so I was picturing more those like I was picturing more like a Glee sort of situation, only they all have the same voice.
Yeah, Glee would also be a good one. I haven't watched Glee. Spoilers.
Don't do it.
Okay,
It's not worth it.
Matthew Morrison, so bad.
I shouldn't have mentioned it. I shouldn't have even brought it up or brought it back into the world. No.
Stream. I have too many opinions.
Oh my god, Gleelians! I love it. That was a comment in the Twitch chat.
No.
Hang on. By the way, I just Dustin just prompted me to mention that if you head over to our Fantastic Worlds channel in the PaizoCon Discord, we do have a t-shirt giveaway that you can enter while you are listening to our game. So go do that.
Can I enter it, or is it only for listeners?
No, you can't have one. You don't get one. None of us get one. They're that special.
That is pretty special.
Yeah, they're that special. They're literally only for listeners. So,
I suppose that's okay then, I guess.
Thank you, JP, for redeeming Hydrate. Reminded me to drink my water.
It's not just a Fantastic World shirt. It is a Far Beyond the Stars shirt for anyone who's a fan of our newest AP, which is, in my opinion, fantastic.
It's pretty great. It is for our Starfinder show, Far Beyond the Stars. I am the other galactic mistress, and it's a pretty great show, and you should check it out. But go get a t-shirt for it first.
It's kind of like this show, but without so many bugs.
Yes,
Speaking of bugs,
which is like Jess, like low key, that's not a selling point. We should add more bugs to the other show.
More animals.
Yeah, more uplifted animals. But we do digress. Heidi, sorry to interrupt. Continue.
So, do you before I continue on, does anyone else want to take a look at any of the things that are going on, like the work table with the miniatures, or
yeah, Vash immediately started picking up and playing with the figurines, eyeballing the paint.
Yeah, it's clear, like whoever works here really loves what they do. They love their figurines, they love the miniatures. They're very good at the paint job. You can see they have a number of different paint brushes and like a magnifying glass setup with like a little grips that they can like stick the figures into, so they don't just have to hold on to them.
Okay,
And
they're taking it seriously.
yeah, this whatever this game is with these miniatures that they take it very seriously. And as you're kind of playing around with them, we've got Tovan listening to the music. What are Bara and Flower doing?
You mentioned that there were books on the shelves.
Yes.
I think that's what would attract Bara.
Okay.
He's quite intelligent. So he's skimming through.
Yeah, so there are a number of different books. Some of them are like treaties on or like not treaties, but informational books about different types of media. Like there's a bad joke book. There's no, you're gonna have to like steal my bad joke book from me.
I swipe them.
It's like there are as you're flipping through the as you're pawing your way through the bad joke book, you can see that some of them are underlined and highlighted and circled, like, you know, someone like dog-eared one of the pages because they like are really into this joke book. There are also comics.
Ooh.
That interests me. Maybe not so much Bara.
That's fair.
But that speaks straight to Logan's soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan jumps through the computer and says, "What are the comics?"
I'm playing Logan
Bara
now,
walks
human
right
man. I
Yeah.
don't have any powers.
Tell me the Zaddy count in each comic.
Yes.
That is
Catalog the
actually something Bara would
zaddies.
be interested in.
Everybody stops what they're doing and just huddles over the comics immediately.
Oh, quick! There's a zaddy in this comic.
Well, no need to explore this any further. This is where our adventure ends.
We're reading comics until the end of the day.
We live here now.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's two
goodness.
zaddies.
Weirdly enough, it does seem like all of the characters in the comics, except with a few exceptions, appear to be the same human. It's like they're just in different outfits and get-ups and kind of like
Spiders man.
yeah. Like so it is Spiders Man. No. And Flowers. Speaking of Spiders Man, is there anything that has drawn Flowers in?
So Flower is, I don't know, because full disclosure, my earbud did something weird while you were describing the room, so I didn't hear most of it until I switched over. But I think Flower is looking at the miniatures. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like
Flower.
Vash would be handing them over to them.
Just be like, "Ooh, this one has a very cool little sword."
Ooh, nifty.
Then they pretend to hit your figurine with their figurine.
That's super cute.
Yeah, we're playing dolls.
As you all are playing dolls, Bara's flipping through books, and Tovan's standing with his hand on his chin, like other arm crossed across his front, listening to the music, trying to see if he recognizes anything. A human wearing a short sleeve collared shirt, pastel shorts, and white socks with sandals enter the room from the opposite entryway, sipping a mug of tea. They startle when they spot the PCs, spilling the tea itself.
The PCs are startled to see the socks with sandals.
Socks with sandals.
I knew someone was going to comment.
Yeah, well, it is egregious and awful, and I want Heidi to take it back.
It's comfortable.
No.
Well,
If we can't talk about Glee, we can't talk about socks and sandals.
Oh, well, hey there, strangers. I wasn't expecting company in the basement today. Oh, I'm guessing you're here to tell me something. Since you came in through the cellar door, am I right? The human cracks a wide smile, then calls over their shoulder. Oh, hey, roomie, we got visitors in the basement. Came up from the hallway past the hatch. They must be a new batch. bring some more tea, would ya? I'm guessing they're all thirsty.
Oh,
Absolutely.
What is going
Tea
on?
sounds great. Seeing how these people know how to treat guests. Tovan will go and extend a hand. Tovan here. Hello, hello. I love the decor here.
Good,
Heidi, I
good
have a
to meet you.
question whenever you're ready.
Yes, good to meet you, Tovan. My name's Joro. Roofer Joro. How do you do?
did you just say roofer?
Yeah, roofer. I do the roofing.
Oh, I thought that was your first name, but you just went by Joro because that was your last name. You know what? Just ignore me.
No, I'm Roofer Joro. That's my name.
Oh, so your name is your job. I see.
Yeah.
Your name is your job.
Sorry, you're a bear. You seem like you got a question there, bear.
Does the human in front of me look like the human in the comic that I'm looking at?
Yeah, they do. They do look like the human in the comic.
Ara is looking at the comic, and then he's like, and he he tries really hard to nonchalantly sneak over to Tovan, since he's a human as well, and he telepathically just goes into Tovan's head. Sorry for the disruption. I must ask though, because I don't know humans as well as you. And he holds up the comic in front of Tovan's face. Is this the same person?
Is it?
As far as you can tell, I mean, aside from the super suit, and Roofer Joro actually says, "Oh, you know, you're reading about the adventures of Super Joro there, eh?"
A super Jaro?
Oh yeah, Super Joro is my favorite. I do like Increda Joro, but they're not quite as good. They had a bad run a year ago.
Well, the trick is to get a writer, you see. I have a similar line in Credit Tovan.
Oh, well, that would be Writer Joro's job.
Credit Tovan.
Writer Joro.
Are there?
Yep.
Wait, is there?
How many Joros are there?
Yeah.
Well, as you ask that, funny that you should ask that. A second person walks down the stairs. This appears to be Roofer Joro's roommate, entering with a tray of assorted mugs, steeping various healthy teas along with some homemade high-nutrition pretzels, fresh out of the oven. Hey, Roomie, I got some tasty twisties for the new batch. This newcomer appears to be identical to Roofer Joro, except that they are wearing a light blue blouse spotted with yellow flowers and sleek khaki pants. Oh, good to meet you, friends. My name's Baker Joro.
Oh, I thought you were going to be Roomy Joro. I was about to ask.
Oh, that's a fun one. I like that. Roomy Joro.
Are those cookies for us?
Yes. Yeah, we got the tasty twisties and the nibbly bibblies on here on the on this tray for all y'all that are thirsty and hungry.
I would love a nibbly bibbly. And Flower takes one and eats it with a bunch of tiny mantis mouths.
Was just about to ask for what are the horrifying details of how that works, but you just did it. You did it on your own.
So they lift it to where the mantis mouth would normally be, but then just the mantises that are there start eating.
Oh.
Kind of subsume it.
No, I hate it.
Oh, that's quite fascinating there. So never seen a clone like you come out of the factory before.
Oh my gosh, are y'all clones? You know what? Let me ask you something. If all of you got in one room, could you sort of do what I'm doing, where you like touch hands and then you all like have one consciousness?
Well, I don't. I don't know.
You should try it sometime.
We might. It might make it hard for us to play WizDisc though. I mean, the thumbs up would need the boost. Oh, don't say that, Baker Joro. You're just mad because the bunnies lost the last match against us.
You are talking sports? I have no knowledge of this.
Yeah. We just love our sports teams. We've got the bunnies and the thumbs ups. They play WizDisc. You ever heard? You ever played?
No.
Oh, well then there, friendo, you're missing out. So it's just the happiest sport here in the vault. Sure is. It's you take a disc and you throw it to your buddy, and your buddy catches it while the other team is trying to steal the flags off your belt. It's a.
Are we allowed to use mouths?
I don't know. I will say the teams are pretty balanced as they are. My personal favorite team member is Jersey 17 Joro, but
I'm sorry, what now?
What?
Oh no.
This must be weird for you. Things like why you're here, right?
Like, oh, we have no idea at all why we're here. You said batch, right?
Oh yeah. New clones showing up just whenever, and it's been a minute since we've had any new clones, especially any new non-Joros. We've got a few non-Joros wandering around. They like to hang out around town, some, but
how many non-Joros?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. A handful of them.
Well, would you mind showing us around?
Oh, I'm real sorry. Baker Joro and I have Oh yes, yeah, we've got a bit of an afternoon plan for one another. Best roomies here. We're gonna rewatch the old game.
I like that.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
Tour group leader Joro, are they available?
Tour guide Joro isn't available, but they did make us this handout, this like brochure for anyone that's new to the neighborhood. So I'm just, I figure y'all are new to the neighborhood, and so I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you. It describes some of our favorite locations here in town, and some fun hotspots. You might be able to meet any of the other non-Joros.
Oh my gosh.
Question: are there any like security Joros, anything like that?
No, not that I'm aware of. We've got a pretty nice community here. We don't really encounter much in the way of violence or any need for security. So
Sure. That's lovely.
Well,
the chat is asking us to ask for good for something, Joro.
Or sensible Joro.
Good. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, did you hear the one good for something, Joro? Did you hear the one about the cat going to the vet? He went to the vet because he was feline fine.
Oh
my.
Oh, that's this is that's a great joke.
Oh, honey, please,
Joro.
don't lie to them. Don't lie.
You see Bara's face go stark still.
I mean, that's kind of what we're here to do.
And then he just goes,
Baker Joro. That's one of my favorites.
Man.
It's like any good joke is like a shipwreck. You just gotta let it sink in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna let none of these sink in. Personally, we don't like that.
What are you talking about? These are great.
Bara, we're very honest. You know this about us. I'm so sorry, not to be rude. All right, y'all. Well, this has been so lovely meeting all of you. Well, I'm sorry, you two.
It's been pleasant meeting you two as well.
Right. Well, we'll be off so you can get to your afternoon of plans, whatever those are. And Vash is slipping their favorite figurine into their pocket as they're moseying toward the door out of here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rewatch a Wizdisc game and play some steamships and sorcery.
What is that?
Oh, don't you know what steamships and sorcery is? It's only the gosh darn best adventure game there is. You create your own characters. You got little miniature figurines. Oh, I see you got one there in your hand. You got a lot of hands there. They're it's super fun. You get like steamships early on in the game. They have battles. It's fascinating.
Okay.
Sounds like something people with too much time on their hands do. That's okay though.
God.
I'm sure this is covered in the brochure, but as established Joros, do you have any recommendations for a fresh clone right out of the bat, or fresh visitors right out of the hatch? What's a nice go-to spot?
Well, that's what the handout's for. Vash shows them the handout.
There's what's written down, and then there's people that are in the know. That's where I'm getting at. Wink.
I like it.
Well, Baker Joro speaks up. I realize that they sound the exact same, so it's hard to distinguish them from one another. But Baker Joro does speak up and says, "Oh, I'm a big fan of board meeting. It's a fun place to clash minds with people. Roofer Joro there though, they really do love the best yogurt place in town. Yogurt to try this. I think
this is so the good place, and I can't handle it.
It really is the good place. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you all can see the handout that I gave you.
Oh, I've read
Yes. I have read the handout. I am very excited about going to each and every place in the handout.
So, where would you all like to go first as Roofer and Baker Joros walk you to their front door and open it and kind of let you all out into the wider world?
What do we see in this wider world?
As you... Am I on the right tab? I am not. Okay. As you step out of Roofer Joro's house, you step into this idyllic little neighborhood with gaudily painted houses and...
Oh, no.
You can't tell this from where you're standing, but the vault's interior covers about 1 square mile and mostly consists of residences with a few communal buildings and sports fields, surrounded by simulated greenery. It does feel like you're stepping out into just the middle of a generic suburb, almost, with this nice outdoor atmosphere. You see what appears to be a single star in the sky, simulating a sun.
Wow. Okay, so it's got like a fully simulated, sky.
Yeah. And
too.
stepping out of the house, you spot these little drones flying hither and yon, which I will go ahead and I'm going to show you all what they look like. They're these little sort of triangular almost drones with googly eyes and a pair of like robotic arms with thumbs ups on them, just kind of flying around, chirping.
Oh.
Come watch the thumbs up play tomorrow in the big WizDisc tournament. They're sure to take out the bunny ears. And you see some people in the neighborhood just kind of like groan. You do spot pretty much like just a few people wandering around, some people working on their lawns, very much dads, if you will. Imagine like someone is blowing the leaves off their lawn with a leaf blower, and another Joro is mowing their lawn. Everywhere you look are Joros.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Well, so much for trying to blend in.
What I like about this place is that we're in Starfinder, so I assume that something like the suburbs would put all of us on edge. And we'd be like, what is this alien planet we have stumbled on?
Oh,
This
that's
is the
right.
scariest shit ever.
Immediately. Yeah.
We're
Like,
all on edge.
what is happening
Oh
here?
my god, there's only one star.
Everything's so like it is so low and
There's no buildings.
there's
only
no
these
build.
squat refugees shacks.
Well, this is fascinating. Do you think we can go into each and every one of these and talk to each and every single Joro? I should probably start making a catalog of Joros and seeing maybe how they relate to each other, even though they're the same person, but they all have different jobs. How does that even factor into? I have so many questions.
Yeah, were they given their job when they were born? Because that's their
Hold on.
Do you
name.
think?
Tovan, have you ever heard of anything like this in any of your stories?
Written some. I've written some doozies in my day. He pulls out a book and hands it over. I'd start with this one. It's okay
thank
to
you.
start on book 2 of the series. Go back to
Okay.
book 1 after you've read the whole ones.
my God,
But this is truly. I can't believe I'm at a loss for words. Loss for words. That being said, absolutely, let's go check everything out. There's a bar here. Let me go back to this brochure here.
Yes, there's a bar. It's a sports bar.
What in the
Oh.
world?
What is that?
Sports
Well,
bar.
Okay, so I've started actually going to a couple of sports bars on Absalom Station. I mean, all of my usual spots really haven't panned out as far as finding, dates. So I've been trying out the sports bars, and apparently that's where people who enjoy sports congregate and drink alcohol together. So.
Oh, alcohol. I mean, no alcohol.
I've got the ribbons at
Alcohol
quite a
is nice.
few, but I've never stayed long enough though. But yeah, quite a few ribbon cuttings.
Mm,
Well, let's start there.
okay.
Oh.
I think the handout says it's. Vash turns it this way and that as if it's a map and not just a list of places to go. Like,
I bet there's a map on there. I'm going to say that
yeah?
Tourist Guide Joro definitely put some maps on there just to be sure in case they weren't around to actually guide people there. All I had was a list of places.
Gotcha. Right. So then Vash is turning the map around in their claws and trying to figure out which direction. She's like, and then they say like, yeah, I think it's that way probably. It all looks the same. It's really hard to tell. Do you think they do that on purpose?
Try this. That's the place to go.
See, I told you all. I should go eat.
All right. Wait, what's the bow in the bow thumbs up? Is there no reason for it to be there? Just
Because you got both thumbs up.
Oh, flower.
okay. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
but you don't really have thumbs per se, do you?
I don't really have thumbs normally, no, unless I need
Yeah.
them.
Typically, people got 2 thumbs, and you say you got both thumbs up, so it's just both thumbs up.
Like this, and then they form their hands. But just thumbs. The rest, it's like mitten hands.
That works. Well, and if you need a good workout after after you get something to eat, you might either go check out the stadium, the WizDisc Stadium, or the Wait Don't Tell Me gym.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I don't see that on the list.
Oh, that must be an outdated list. I guess tourist guide Joro hasn't had a chance to work on it yet.
Really falling down on the job, tour guide Joro.
Yeah.
Do you have an updated list?
I don't. But I think everything else that's on there is pretty much the up to par. So, well, it was good to meet you. I didn't get any of your names. But good to meet
Rude of
you.
us. Tovan
not
Kev.
gonna. No.
And you'll never know.
It's okay, Joro.
Tovan's gonna start writing a tour book. This place.
Yep. You see that this Joro is actually walking dogs. This appears to be... Yeah, I'm dog walker Joro. Nice to meet you there, Tovan, and the rest of y'all.
Sorry, Vash.
Vash.
So these are actual dogs? Are they cloned dogs?
They're Joros only.
Oh god, don't tell me the Joros like on all fours.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not like. They're.
I'm Dog Joro. I'm also Dog Joro.
I'm Saint Bernard Joro, and I'm
Alsatian Joro.
I'm Corgi Joro. No, yeah, they just appear to be normal dogs. They're just like yipping, yipping and barking, and like kind of tugging at the leash. There are about 4 of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
My god.
So, where would you all like to go since the sports bar is closed?
I guess probably to get Bara some food at Yogurt to try this.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, Yogurt to try this. You enter into...
Oh my god.
This frozen yogurt, smoothie, and healthy beverage restaurant.
Yep, that is that exact place that I think is in like every neighborhood.
It's it is a social hub among the Joros.
Sure.
Throughout the room, about a dozen Joros gossip about local happenings, which you can listen in on if you would like.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Vash is doing their best not to stare, obviously, but is certainly lingering by whichever table is being the loudest.
Oh, did you hear? Forklift Joro sprained their wrist at the factory the other day. Means that there's no new shipment of board games at board meeting for a little bit. Oh yeah, I heard that. It's just it's so sad. I've been wanting to try that new board game they just got in, or that they were supposed to be getting in. They had the release date set and everything. Oh yeah, it's pretty sad. But at least we've got the big game tomorrow. Go thumbs up, am I right? Oh yeah. Oh, did you hear what electrician Joro did the other day? He living in a neighborhood full of thumbs up fans, goes and puts up a big garish animatronic bunny ears display on their front lawn.
Oh my god!
Just no respect for the other Joros. Okay,
it's the Joro HOA.
Like,
oh my god! Suburban nightmare.
This is so painful.
They spot you all, and there's oh hey, we got some new buddies. Strange, never seen anyone like y'all before. Y'all new around here?
We are
the new batch.
The new.
Yep.
Oh wow! Haven't heard of a new batch in a minute. Liz Ben. Well, I was probably batch 15 or 16. That was a good while back. You must be batch what 42 now?
I'm sorry, what now?
Oh yeah.
So.
Yes.
Yep, 42.
Oh wow!
Probably.
Congratulations! You met Roofer Joro and Baker Joro, I bet.
Oh yeah. We came up through the cellar.
Yeah, they got the lucky job of being the ones who welcome. You would think that they'd be welcome Joro, but welcome Joro,
Oh.
Roofer Joro just really likes roofing. They've got like those sketches. They always want to show me those sketches of their roof tiles. I'm just not that interested, all things considered.
And what is your name?
Oh, I'm Jogger Joro.
Of course you. I'm sorry. What is jogging?
It's like where you run kind of slow. You just kind of run.
But like
Right?
fun.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just you take a real mild light jog there. You put on some nice breezy pants and I personally like to wear my polos while I jog. And I hum a little tune.
I wouldn't even know what a polo is, but
This place is.
It's-
I'm concerned.
No one needs to know about polos ever.
no,
And-
I think we
yeah.
abolished them in the Pact Worlds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was one of the first
Crime
laws set
against-
down.
It was a crime against sentient species.
Mhm.
No, I'm kidding. No
Upgrade
hate, no
the
hate for
polos.
polos. I'm just playing.
There's hate.
Vash will kind of telepathically talk to the three of you on sort of like a private mental channel or whatever it is. Like, we have got to rescue them.
I
This
don't
is
know.
too cruel.
They seem so happy though.
Do
That is
they?
what worries
Do
me.
they?
There's just so much else out there, and this is what they do all day.
So Vaughn, they definitely seem happier than you.
Oh, flower. This is obviously a prison. Look at the colors here. It's meant to disrupt their every sentient moment.
After a moment, you actually hear another voice in your head.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's telepath Joro.
I think it's funny. All of you were Well, me and Tovan and I were talking out loud.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Oh.
Because I don't think we can telepathically speak, right? Or how does it work with Sheerans and...
If we are doing telepathy, you can think back to us and we'll hear it.
Right.
Okay.
Like we can hear you, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to hear us unless we were projecting something to you.
I think it's funny. Flowers definitely was talking out loud still, though. But they also didn't say anything like incriminating. They were like, they just seem happy, you know.
Oh my. Oh, wow. Yes, this is an affront to my senses. Not your thinking, but the colors here. You actually look over and you look around
Excuse
the room
me?
to see who else would be talking in your mind. There is actually a non-Joro here.
What?
There is a remove the armor and the weaponry from him. He is a rather tall Karasha Lashunta man.
Ooh.
Who has just a real nice beard and is wearing kind of similar clothing in the vein of like this is what's available, but has tried to comport himself really well. He's standing
Wow.
behind the counter.
He's standing behind the counter.
Oh,
Alongside a
notice
number
him?
of other Joros, in fact. It's like, you said something about rescuing. Does that mean you all are here? And he's thinking this to you.
Uh-huh.
Y'all are here to rescue us from what?
That was a private conversation, first of all.
Yes, this was an A and B conversation. See yourself out telepathically, please.
Oh,
Sorry, see yourself out telepathically, please.
oh no. I see the Joros have already gotten to you.
What do you
He
mean?
was
What do
already
you mean
like
by that?
He was already making jokes like that before.
Well, all the Joros are like that. They all love their puns.
Oh,
It's-
he'd get along great with them.
Like
Loud,
you.
not in front of our new friend.
So you're the first non-Joro I think we've seen since we came up from the cellar.
Oh,
Why?
well, sorry.
No, why? Like, why do you think that is? Like, why are we here and you're here, but the rest of them are, well, them?
Oh, I mean, I couldn't tell you. That's just the way it is here. You know,
Huh.
we all have our purpose here. Theirs is to be annoying. Mine is to sell yogurt. Would you like samples?
Oh,
Do
yes,
y'all-
please.
Do y'all have any? What are your toppings like? Do you have any bugs?
Can't say as we have any bugs. We've got sweet things and more sweet things. We've got some
Oh.
healthy options like kale.
Oh, what about some
Oh.
like tropical fruit?
We
Ooh,
have
yes.
yeah, we do have a nice mango and pineapple medley.
All right, I can eat on that.
All right. Just to clarify, as Tovan switches into his yogurt sampling gloves, you're here specifically just to serve the yogurt. That's your
I
purpose.
mean, I don't know that that's my only purpose, but that's what I'm good at.
Did you come up the hatch as well? How did you come to be here?
Yeah, I
Excuse
came
me
up the
for
hatch.
another hatch. All
Yeah,
right.
same as everyone else. You know, there's a batch there for a while. There was a batch pretty much every few days, and then like you know, all of us fully formed. You know, we all have this sense of community.
Yes,
what is
we
your
definitely feel it. The sense of community.
Oh yes, my name is Kenro. Nice to meet you.
We all,
Nice to meet a non-Joro.
yes.
Pleasure, a true pleasure.
There are a few of us still, and you you can find, like, if you haven't met him yet, and he's still thinking in your minds to you. They're still the most interesting people in this here vault. But there's Relton. She works over at the steel works. You've got Finbar, they can usually be found doing some sort of stunts over at the WizDisc Stadium. Centec works at the gym Annalise works over at the art studio.
Oh.
Oh, art studio. That might be a great place for you, Tovan.
Oh, I vote yes on that.
Okay, but I must have yogurt before we leave.
Oh, yep. Let's get our buddy here some nutrients. Although we never know where we're gonna end up in another confining space, so just maybe watch those carbs.
Oh, it ain't gonna hit his
I'm-
body all at once or nothing.
Look, my boyfriend likes the way I am, okay? He is
Yeah.
a very, very happy Vesk.
Oh, sugar, you look
Oh
great.
my.
Oh, you look great. I'm just saying it's a it's a tight squeeze in those corridors, but I didn't say you weren't juicy, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you,
Nobody said you weren't
juicy.
juicy.
Absolutely juicy.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? It's not always good to see a bunch of new Joros or non-Joros rather. So you know what? This one time,
Yeah, I bet.
your yogurt's on me.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks, Kenro.
Kenro.
I
Glad
have a
to.
question. Are you like yogurt salesman Kenro? Is that your full name?
No, my name's just Kenro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yogurt salesman Joro is the one at the cash register, though.
Oh, we'll
Oh.
skip that.
So
Yeah.
how did you know? How did you know that you were supposed to be a yogurt salesperson then? Like, how did you get this job?
You know, it just felt right to me. Didn't like much else.
All right.
So.
Interesting.
And you said, sorry, I'm just so confused, having just been born and stuff. You said that batches were coming every few days. How long has it been since they stopped coming every few days? How long have you been here?
So see, it's probably been I want to say about 1 to 2 months since we've not had any new batches, and I've been here maybe 6 or 7 months.
Which batch were you?
I don't keep track of that stuff nearly as well as the Joros do, but I think I was one of the early batches, maybe batch 3 or 4.
Oh.
Now, do all the batches come out of the roofer house?
They do. It wasn't Roofer Joro's house at that point. It was just a house. But Roofer Joro came on after I did.
Oh, I have one more question. Are you single? Because my friend here, and then they put their orchid mantis hands on on Vash's shoulders.
Oh, I mean, I am single and I am looking, but they look over their shoulder at Flowered like, I'm looking for another Sheeran for egg purposes.
I'm just saying you could.
Well, 2 actually, because I need 2 Sheeran.
You could
for
expand
eggs.
your horizons. Is all I'm
I
saying.
mean, he has antenna as well.
Exactly.
That's not what I need for the egg stuff.
There's all kinds of technology. Well, we can talk about it later.
Well, Kenro, if you're ever into polycules, please hit me up.
I mean,
yes.
Just yes.
Just like, okay.
yes.
I mean, I do have a thing for bears. So
Oh,
You and my boyfriend both.
So, well, you all seem like a really nice bunch. I bet you would really enjoy meeting the others. If y'all want, we have a get together every day at about when the sports bar opens up. We go and we get dinner together, just the 5 of us, and you can swing on by both thumbs up, and I'll gladly introduce you if you haven't met any of the others. So
that sounds really relaxing. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe one of them will be Sheeran.
no, there are no Sheerans. I'm not sure I know what a
mind.
Sheeran is, but
Well, me. It's me. That's too bad.
Good.
How do you not know what a Sheeran is?
I mean, to be fair, I don't really know what you are either.
There are just a lot of Joros here, it seems like.
Yeah. But
Well,
it's a pleasure meeting
on
you.
this one.
Yeah. Yes, it was very, very enlightening to meet you too.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
See you tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for the yogurt.
And
Of
notice
course,
Farah
of
has like
course.
7 cups of frozen yogurt as he's walking out.
Hugging
Yeah.
them all in his
Yeah.
arms.
He said it was free.
So Kenro waves you off, and you all step back out into suburban nightmare, and
We're all in the Thomas.
you still have a bunch of places that you all can go visit. Where would you all like to go?
Probably the stadium next.
Yeah, I want to see all the hullabaloo about this whiz disc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially
wanna
since
see
there's so many
muscles.
advertisements
I
for all of it.
It's like subliminally, we just want to go there. The advertising is working.
I think that's what the players would really like to see. Although I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be more Joros, and I don't know if there's going to be like muscle Joro. You know,
There better be.
is there a Zaddy Joro? Because
Rugby's Joro?
because I'd be interested.
Is there a thick Joro?
Yeah,
Thick
Nope.
Joro.
All
Thinking of
Joros
thick
have the
Joro.
same exact build.
Oh.
Great.
No thick Joro.
Actually, no. Some
No
of them
thick
are thinner
Joros.
because they're
There's
you
a
know,
gym. Like some of them go and work out and like stay, tip top
That's
shape.
true. Yeah,
good
sure.
question
There's
from the
a
Twitch
Zaddy
chat.
Joro.
I mean, the
Sarah,
ones
you
we
know
saw
Joro?
were basement dwelling nerds. That there's got to be different Joros though.
Yeah. Ooh.
So
I
you make
say
your
that
way-
also, by the way, as a basement dwelling nerd for most of my life. So that's anyway. So that's not a dig on basement dwelling nerds. I am one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You don't appear to be in your murder basement today, though. So
I
that's
was
Oh, the murder basement. Yep.
I'm not in the murder basement today. I've emerged into the sunlight because it you can actually see my face.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll show off the murder basement tomorrow. People can get a peek at how scary it is down there.
So as you make your way to, like, you're walking, no easy mode of transportation, but luckily everything is all within a mile of everything else, so it doesn't take you all that long to get to the largest facility in the vault. This giant athletic stadium has courts and fields for all manner of sports, but the architecture does center around the main playing field for the Joro's most popular sport, Whiz Disc. Today is an off day for games, so currently one of the main teams, the Thumbs Up, are preparing a backup player to sub in for Jersey 17 Joro, who you overhear. All right, now Jersey 17 Joro, they twisted their ankle 2 days ago, but we got to get you laser focused on preparing for our match tomorrow against the Bunny Ears. They do not talk to you; they just ignore you. Unless you were to for instance, demonstrate some sort of athletic prowess. However, as you're kind of walking in, you walk onto the field, not the Whiz Disc field, mind you, just one of the adjacent fields. You can kind of look up in through the big skylights central to the area. You spot a person who is currently standing on top of the lip of the stadium overhang.
Mhm.
And you spot them do a front flip out over the air, and as they come back around, they grab onto a pair of handlebars, which you couldn't tell were there because it's so high up, that allows them to zip line along camera cables over the Whiz Disc feed, from which they drop down into the bleacher railings, pulling this piece of rebar and sliding it underneath them so that they land on it and grind their way down the park railings and parkour across gym equipment while the Joro athletes use it. And this is where we're going to call it for today as we wrap up the first stream of Clone Batch Catastrophe here at Fantastic Worlds production. Thank you all for watching. I'm sure there's probably more for me to say besides you all get to meet this crazy person next time.
Classic moves, Joro. Radical
Hardcore
Joro.
Joro.
It's a fever dream.
Don't forget,
Fever dream Joro.
don't forget for today we have a panel coming up in about an hour, I believe, that we're going to be talking about the Medusa effect. If you want to hear more about it, you're going to have to stop on back by the channel and check us out on the PaizoCon Discord. Don't forget to check us out on our social media. My name's Heidi. You can find me at Vamihilion on Twitter. That's VAMIHILION. Or if you spot me in the Discord, hit me up. If you wanna say hi, feel free to. You know, if you seem cool, might get you a secret merch.
And only if you seem cool.
If you hit me up on Discord, you probably seem cool. Don't forget, you can check out our podcasts. We have 3 podcasts in production. There's the Fantastic Worlds podcast, playing the Reign of Winter adventure path from Paizo, starring Dustin as our game master, and with Angel, Logan, Jess, and Abby. You also have the Far Beyond the Stars podcast with Abby as the Galactic Mistress. I play our Sentient Space Rock, Saren. Otherwise, you've got that one. We're only missing Logan. It's Angel and Jess and Dustin, besides me. And then lastly, The Greatest Show on Earth, which is our Patreon exclusive podcast, playing the Pathfinder 2e adventure path of Extinction Curse. And we're giving away t-shirts, and during each of our shows this week, you can always check out our store to see if there's any merch that you like. We have stickers, and I was wrong because I forgot. We do have the most important podcast of all, Fairy Tale Fix, in which Abby and her best friend talk about fairy tales and fix them for the 20th century.
Yes.
Now,
Which is very easy. There's a lot of very obvious solutions to all of it. Yeah, so I think we also were doing a Pathfinder 2e game today as part of our continued PaizoCon festivities. So go ahead and check back on this channel. What time is that going on?
3.
3
time.
3 Pacific time. 5 Central time for anyone in Central time. That's me. Hey, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm Abby, and you can find me at Bonanza Famine on all of the social medias.
I am, you can see it right underneath me. It's Mainman08, spelt like my last name, Mayne, and it's the same on all the social media.
The social media
from our podcast.
It's yeah, I guess it is. I said that, you know what? We'll talk about this later. I heard it somewhere else, full disclosure, but I didn't remember that I had heard it somewhere else. It's one of those things you like absorb it into yourself and then you say it back. Anyways, I'm Jess. You can find me at Hank the Clank.
And this is Angel. We can be reached at Espinoza916.
We also, before we go, I do just want to let you all know we do have a giveaway in the sticker channel, or a sticker giveaway in the giveaway channel, the Fantastic Worlds giveaway. And good
happen in there
to play for you all.
Stickers. The stickers are really cool. Yeah,
yes,
check out.
Really
wonderful.
Yeah, they came out really good.
Check out the stickers. The stickers are what's up.
Take this off.
Love you all so very much.
Yeah, this was a blast.
This was so fun. I can't wait for tomorrow.
I need to know about these Joros. What's the deal with all these Joros?
What's the
Bye.
deal? Bye, y'all.
Besitos.
Au revoir.
I'm not leaving. I'm talking all day. Stay here for Jess. Just gabbing. No, I'm kidding.
Just
Bye.
gabbing.
Bye, everyone in Discord. Thank you for listening. Bye.